It was a wreck. Utter chaos. It was not, well, we just didn't know Christ. And without knowing Christ, we were trying to build a marriage. Me, a relationship with her, her, a relationship with me. And it was rough. We were fighting constantly. In any kind of argument, it would escalate like that to a point where I'm leaving, I don't need to put up with this stuff. Right.
Divorce. That was my
threw it around all the time.
All the time. Divorce, yeah.
All the time. Trying to build a marriage on her and I. And we wrecked it.
I think my only regret is that we did, the children were involved in everything. But I don't have regrets then again, because I know God has forgiven us and we're doing our best to live our lives through Christ. I mean, He is number one now.
Yeah, I'm the same. When I first started this walk, I lived in those regrets. And it wasn't until I started gaining my identity in Christ and knowing who I was in Christ that, those regrets are part of what made me seek Him, what made me want to get that relationship. That's why the prodigal son it tears at me. To know that, you can turn your back, you can leave, you can go away, and it isn't until you're laying with the hogs and you take that first step back towards your Father that He sees you in the distance and He comes running. It isn't, you still try to make it about you, but it's got nothing to do with you.
Right.
It really doesn't. You just take that step and He's going to work out the rest, and that's exactly what He's done with us.
To know the sin that we lived in, especially him, but
watch it. You're done. You want to tell stories.
But and then knowing where we were and knowing that, like he said, the prodigal son, that everything just changes as soon as you offer your life to Christ.
I've got this.
I've got this.
I've got this.
I've got this.
No, listen to me.
Okay.
This woman finally took a stance and said, I've had enough of the drink and the complacency, the just, you just not caring about much anymore. My drinking led her to tell me that she could not allow me to stay with our children and her any longer. As I was leaving, Matt came up the driveway.
Cousin Matt.
And he said, what's going on? I said, you have to talk to her. I don't know. We're just doing our thing. And that's what it was. We had spent 20 years living that way. And we didn't know any better. Living that long with these regrets and mistakes and the things that you've done, living with that for 20 years and taking it out on her, and then coming to a place where I didn't know. I knew you. I knew Matt. Pretty much it. And kept walking into that place and seeing Pastor John give me a hug. Not know me from Adam. He's never seen me before in his life. Give me a hug. Tell me he loved me. And there was no like, what is this? Or there was nothing like that. He said it, I knew he meant it. I wanted to come there because of the people and because of the relationships that I was building with the people, but I still didn't have that relationship with Jesus. And on the 24th of June, 2009, I'm telling you, nothing was said to me that I hadn't heard before, but it was something about that night. And I went back to this hotel room that I'd been staying in for a couple of months. And I hit the floor. It was... Get straight up here. I got to my knees and asked the Lord to take everything that I had done, put it somewhere. This is going to sound weird, but I don't want to forget that. A lot of people say, "Oh, just put it behind you and forget." I don't want to forget that, because, like I said before, it brought me to who I am now, and there's lessons in it. And there's lessons for other people. It's not about me anymore, and it's not about her anymore.
Right.
It's about our relationship with Jesus and how he is going to use what we have gone through to help others. When you give that, when you give absolutely everything to him, and it's Galatians 2:20 to me every day. I say it every day. I've been crucified with Christ. It's no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. This life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. That's it. That's all I do. I love this woman. She's a gift. She's a treasure.
But God's first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way we live our life. How did we live before? How did we live before Christ was in our life? You thought you were living great and good. You thought, woohoo!
Having a good time.
Yeah.
We didn't know what a good time was.
Had no idea.
It's
Big thing. Generational curses being broke. It's just our children where they are, knowing what they went through and knowing where they are now because of his change in Christ and all of ours. I had lived through Christ, but I didn't live through Christ. I didn't live with him daily in my life. Living through Christ, trying to
live through Christ, but you didn't
walk
live through Christ.
Right. I wanted to live.
There you go.
Yeah. But now I live through Christ. I try the best that I can.
Great. And great, it's not just an answer you throw out anymore. How you doing, living the dream? How you doing? Oh, just great, just fine. No, it doesn't. I'm great. I'm great. I have a job to go to. I have
Blessed.
this beautiful specimen here.
I'm the trophy wife.
I've got kids. I've got kids that are following. They're seeking. And I honestly, I can't think of anything more. Put your wants and needs aside. Find a good Bible-based church and get sown in. Get sown in. Build those relationships with those people, because in those relationships you're going to find Jesus.
Stop living the way you are now and turn your life over to Christ, because he's the only way that'll get you through anything and everything. Get you through everything is through Christ. He's the only way. Before we knew Christ, our marriage was wrecked.
Chaotic.
Now that our marriage is through Christ, totally blessed. I know that's 2 words, but blessed.
Real.